Hello.
Hi,
Hi. Nice to meet you again. How are you?
I'm here. I'm so good. How are you?
Amazing, amazing. And how did your day go?
It was great. It was simply good. And where were you? Actually, I have tried to book a session with you multiple times, but I think you were not available, or you may be on a temporary vacation or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 20 days I was off because I had to study for my exams. So,
Okay, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay,
I
okay.
wasn't able to manage everything. I thought, okay, it's okay, 20 days, I'll be back.
Okay, so for your exams, right? But I think last time when we talked, you told me that you're working professional. You're in marketing field or
Yeah,
something.
yes, I'm working professionally as a marketing executive, but I also study French. So,
Oh, wow. I want to learn French. I love language, right?
yes.
Okay, interesting. So how's it? I mean, have you learned it, or you're continuing, and as you said, exam, so which
Yeah,
means
yeah,
that. Mhm.
I did. So I was learning for like it's been 2 years now almost, and yeah, I just wrote my final exams at
Okay.
fourth level. I have two more levels to go.
Okay. So do you, I mean, are you learning the language for 4 years?
No, no, 2 years.
Oh, okay. Sorry, 2 years. Yeah. Oh my God. Is it that difficult?
It's extremely difficult, and so that's why I understand how difficult it is for you guys to learn a language. And
Yeah, obviously.
then I give you all the ways that I'm trying to learn French for English.
Okay, that's so good. All the best for your results. I'm sure that you will clear the exam.
Yeah, I got them today. I cleared it. Thank you.
Oh, I thought you have to give the exam. Oh my God. Sorry.
No,
Okay.
no, no.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. And I mean, what's your plan then? Are you going to leave Clapingo as you're certified in French language or what?
No, 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 no. I'm not certified enough to teach because I myself
Okay.
am learning. So I'll continue Clapingo. Don't worry. I'll continue Clapingo for a long time.
Oh my God. That's so good. That's so good. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So, what was the best part of your day?
What was the best part of my day? Actually, having a session with you. I mean, finally, I got a slot with you. What is better than this? I think, yeah, this
Oh,
is
thank you.
actually I was excited for this session, and yeah, and I was like, I haven't have my lunch, dinner, or how can I say?
Yeah, I still haven't had my dinner.
I still haven't had my dinner. Yeah, and I thought let me uh, have the session first, and let me talk with the tutor, and then I'll do.
Oh, perfect. I'm honored. That makes me feel shy as well. So, thank you. Thank you so much. And okay, Arushi, tell me one act of kindness in your life that has really touched you. Maybe something that you experienced, or something that an act of kindness that you did to somebody, or that you saw on the internet or something. Something that really touched you.
Okay, okay. It may be my personal experience, or it can
Anything.
be I have
Yes.
done. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
act of kindness. Let me think once, because there are so many incidents happen, but the one which has touched. mm, yeah. Okay. I remember actually.
Perfect.
So the thing is that I was like riding my bike, I mean my moped, and yes, someone was, I think it was 10 o'clock maybe in the night, and someone and she's actually a girl. She was maybe like waiting for someone, or and it was raining. It was raining, so I just I thought of giving her a lift, and I stopped and I asked her like where you want to go, and uh, whom are you waiting for? is someone coming to pick you up or what? And she was like, I'm trying to call, but the call is not reachable. I'm trying to call my father or brother, someone she has mentioned. I forgot now. I forget now.
I
And
forgot now.
like, I forgot now.
Yeah, I've forgotten
Okay.
right now. So perfect.
Okay, I have forgotten. Okay, so I asked her like if you want, I can give you a lift because it's already raining and it's 10 o'clock, so it's better you reach to home. You reach home.
Reach home, correct?
Yes, and she was like, that would be so good. She was actually a bit scared also because stranger, and we still have the mindset that stranger
Correct.
means we have to be careful and we are not supposed to believe and we're not supposed to like share anything with the stranger. So she was like, okay, but tell me something about you. Like, where do you live and what's the name? What do you do? Where are you going right now? And where are you coming from? I was like, okay, this. I told her everything, and then I gave her lift. I
Yes.
okay I gave her lift, and yeah. Then when we reached her home, her parents were like so happy and they were so thankful to me because actually there was a connectivity issue due to rain maybe. So they were like, thank you so much that you helped, but normally people like don't care about someone, and they don't offer lift and they don't ask
Correct.
actually, but they were so thankful to me, and that was so decent and middle class family. I was so touched. I was like, oh my god, I have just given a lift, but I was feeling so good. And yeah, that was the incident I still remember. And I think I'm going to remember it forever. And that's the thing, I always try to help people and I like to give lift to people. uh, I know it is quite somewhere risky, but
Risky,
yeah.
yes. Okay, well,
But
that's very
mhm,
brave. Yes, but
yes, but though it is risky, I think it's a 20 or 10% risk, and 80% is experience, memories, gratefulness, and all those things. So I think we should take risk sometimes. Maybe not in the night, but I think in daytime we can at least take a risk sometimes. That's what I think.
brilliant. One, brilliant choice of words and language. Two, brilliant act of kindness. So, really good that you're doing something good despite you being a woman. For a guy, it's different. But, and at 10 o'clock in the night, just to a stranger, especially like even speaking to her parents, like her parents would have been so worried about her. So,
Yeah,
that's why
exactly.
they were like so thankful to you. Well, my parents are super worried. So, like, I know how.
Yeah, obviously parents, and I think when it's raining and 10 o'clock, it's a big thing for them. So obviously, and when the phone is not reachable, that's
Hmm.
the like main thing. They are not aware like where I am, or
Where
how
the
I am,
person
what
is true.
situation. Yeah, where the person is and how what is the situation or what are they going through.
Yeah, the circumstances also you can say, and the or you
Yeah.
can say the gravity of the matter. If you want to highlight something that's serious, you can always use this, the gravity of the matter, or just circumstances. Okay.
Okay, so this is a phrase, gravity of the
Yeah,
matter.
sometimes we use it like for gravity of the matter. We just use it that way, or you can just say, we are unaware of the circumstances that the person has been caught up in.
Okay,
Okay.
got it.
Or is
Yes.
amidst. That means,
Amazed.
yeah, amidst, amidst. Amidst.
AMIDST. Okay.
Yes,
Amid.
in the
Yes,
middle
yes.
of. Yeah.
Amid. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Another question. What are the simplest small joys in your life, like on a daily basis, that really make you happy? It can be something like just taking a walk, just the simplest things that actually make you happy. Like you told me that your Clapingo classes are something that you really look forward to.
Yes.
Apart from them.
Okay. So I have an elder sister, and she has a kid. He's almost 10 months old. So whenever he comes home, and no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm working or I'm on call or what, whatever I'm doing, I just feel so good, and I kept all the things aside, and I just start playing with him. That's the best thing happens with me whenever he visits us. And second thing is that, mm, okay, so second thing is, okay, so it is something like that whenever I read a news, or maybe maybe on Instagram I read something like, sometimes what happens, people who are doing good things, maybe they are social worker or they are not. Some
Mm.
people do great things, but they don't get recognized. But social media is a platform, that, like, the recent incident, that cab driver, you
Oh,
must have heard about it,
yeah.
that one, or maybe that Zomato person.
Mm.
So this is like, when I read something like this, or I get to know these things in detail, like, okay, these things happen just because of social media. So we always like blame social media, like, social media is like distracting us from our
Correct.
studies and all these things. But social media is somehow helping people to get the justice, or to save them to get defamed. How can I say this?
Yeah, to save them from defamation or to
Yeah,
save their reputation.
yes, to save their reputation, or to get their self-respect back, mm, sort of things.
Mm.
So yeah, whenever I read these things, I feel so happy, and I start like laughing or blushing. My mom sometimes asks me like, "What happened? What is in your phone?" And I was like, "No, I'm just happy." So I just like these things, because sometimes it takes time to get the justice, and people don't always go by laws and do
Mm.
all those things, because
Mhm.
these things are very lengthy and it takes time. Sometimes it may result in your favor, and sometimes not, because
Correct.
the the story, like, everyone, the cops especially, they took a side of the girl, but they didn't even ask cab driver, like, why is she
Mm.
hitting you, and the
Mhm.
questions. So these things may be, yeah,
Okay, these
I
kind of
feel sad.
things and incidents make you
Makes me
happy.
happy.
Okay. One correction, you don't say I read a news, you just say when I read news. Okay.
When I read news.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or you
yeah,
can just say a piece of news is correct. Or you can say I read an article or I read about an incident, but when I read news, that's it.
okay, okay.
Okay.
When I read news, yes.
Okay. Perfect. So there's a, I'll give you like a phrase and let me know your thoughts on it. Okay.
Okay.
Poor health begins in the mind. Do you think this is apt?
Poor health begins in the mind. In the mind, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I get it, and I'll explain you like what I understand. Yes, I think what you think is definitely gonna impact on your health. So if you think positive, maybe you will be healthy. And okay, I'll give you an example. I had suffered with COVID-19
Okay.
in the month of April.
Mhm,
So that
mhm.
time my mom was also positive, and she was very critical. But that time I thought that no, I'm not positive. It's fine if my reports are positive. I'm feeling so good, and I'm gonna do everything for my mom. I just need to take care of her. I need to take care of like her food and medicines and everything, as well as take care of myself also. Because if I will be fine, I can take care of her. If I'm not well, then how
Mhm.
would I, right?
Correct.
So those things, like, I said those things in my mind. No, I'm fine. I can do everything. COVID is very common now. Everyone is suffering from COVID. Because when my mom was serious, I was like shattered, because she's the only parent for me, so that's why. But yeah, I kept myself like calm, and I tried to be strong. And I think, yeah, it works for everyone when you uh, set your mind in a way that everything is gonna fine, and you just need to be mentally strong, and yes, your health will be fine. I don't know whether I have given justice to the phrase
You
or
have
not, but yes,
justified
I
it
understand.
accurately, okay, with a very personal experience, which thank you so much for sharing it with me. um very well done. I not only do I like the way you're putting the words, I also like what you are saying. So it's very good, and I love the optimistic approach that you have towards life and anything in general, so very well.
So yeah.
So does going to the doctor worry you anytime, or are you constantly going to the doctor, or do you have regular checkups done?
No, no. I think only twice we have visited to doctor and we have just followed his instructions, because that time everything was just uh, there was a lot of people in the hospital, or there was a queue, so it's quite risky to stand in the queue for
Mhm.
1 and 2 hour and wait for doctor.
Oh,
So it's
well,
better we.
apart from COVID, but do you?
Normally, okay, you're
Yeah,
asking
normally.
me
Yeah,
in
yeah,
general way.
yeah.
Okay, so no, I don't go to doctor very often when I'm very unwell, or I think that okay, I'm not gonna be well by sitting home only. So in that case only I visit doctor.
Okay, so do you have a family doctor or something like that?
Yes, yes, we have, obviously.
Okay, and how often do you go? Like, do you go for any health checkup, not just when you're sick, just normal health checkup?
No, no, not at all.
Mm.
I go to doctor when I'm sick and I'm just exhausted with the body. Then to doctor. I know it's not good, and like routine checkup, or at least once in a month, or maybe in a quarter. I don't know the ratio, but I think it's important, right?
Well, actually, I'm like you. I don't believe that you need to go
Okay,
to the doctor very often, because,
okay.
like, I'm like, okay, if I go there, I'll come back with a disease which I don't have. So, let me
We have
just,
to take the medicine and think
yeah,
about that. Okay, I'm taking now. What will be the results and these things, right?
yeah. And then we have like so many homemade remedies. Do you
Yes,
like, okay, like if I have a cold, I'll just make like ginger, jaggery, and coriander powder and just drink it. That's it. And I'm like, oh, I'm great. I'm great.
yes, perfect. This is 100% like best remedy when you have cold, or
You
when
do
you're
that
not
too?
feeling. Yes, I mean,
Oh,
I think since 4 days I'm regularly taking kadha for my cold. I had cold because I went to the water park and those things.
okay. 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 Very well. So, just a few corrections. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Instead of visited to doctor, we just say visited the doctor.
Visited the doctor.
Yeah. Instead of visited
Okay.
to doctor. No. And going to be fine. So sometimes you just skip one or two words. Okay. So be careful of that. Like going to be fine. And instead of I'll explain you, I'll explain it to you, because you are explaining something to me, right? So you say, I'll explain it to you, or I'll explain this to you, or okay, let me explain it to you. Let me give you an answer. Let me justify myself. Different ways of saying. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Perfect.
Okay. Let me give you a situation. Let's say you
Mhm.
have like a stomach pain or a headache, anyone, and you go to the doctor and you just get all, tests done. And the doctor says that, okay, let me just, you wait for an hour, I'll come back with the results. He
Okay.
comes back and he tells you it's not just a headache, it's not just a stomach pain, you have a huge disease, like super huge. What would be your first reaction?
Okay. I would be surprised maybe, like
Mhm.
huge disease. And to me, I mean, I may not believe on doctor, and I may not believe on his
The
words.
doctor. Yeah. I may not believe his words. I may not believe the doctor.
I may not believe the doctor. And I would ask him like the details. Why are you saying this? And what's the issue? It may be normal. I would try to convince him that it's normal. Headache is fine. Stomach pain is fine. And yeah, and I don't think I'm gonna get a disease easily. So I don't think I'll believe in him. And yeah, I'll obviously ask him questions, and I would try to check the reports also, though I won't understand anything, but I would try to Google things, and I would try to find out what is this and that. And of course I may yes, I may check with other doctor also, if required.
Okay. So, if need be.
Yeah, if need be.
Okay.
I mean,
If required is also correct.
yes.
Okay.
If
So you said that you would check with other doctors. You think it's a good approach to check with multiple doctors before you go ahead with the treatment to a big disease?
yeah, that's why I mentioned if required, and I like uh, emphasize that word.
Yeah.
Or
Second opinions are important.
yeah, sometimes when you don't believe in something, or when you are like confused, or what can I say? There's a word, but I don't remember it. Mm, Sort of confused, or you don't believe, and you don't think that you'll get a disease, or maybe whatever the reason, not just the disease. I think yes, second opinion requires. You may listen to everyone, but you think what you actually feel to do. That's what I think.
Feel
I
like
think
doing. Yeah.
listening to people or their opinions is quite fine. Maybe we get to know some new things, or that's why I think.
Mm.
What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. See, for me, I will believe nobody. I'll just be like, no, because I don't want to believe. That is the simple truth.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, that's just so. Do you do like exercise and all of these things to take care of your health?
Yes, as I don't want to and I don't like to visit the doctor. So yes, obviously I try to like, yeah, it's not one of my interest, but yeah, I try to do exercise at least on alternate days. And I don't do it as a like a routine, or I have to do it. Sometimes I do normal exercise, sometimes I do yoga, and sometimes I may just do meditation. But
Mhm.
I do some things just to keep myself calm. And maybe I believe in exercise. I think that if you keep doing exercise and yoga, you don't need to go to visit doctor.
Yeah. You can. A better way would be of saying that if you consistently practice yoga, meditation, good healthy practices, you would not have to visit the doctor. Okay, what you said is correct. Alternate ways. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes, yes.
just before I proceed, I'll just give you a feedback so that we don't run out of time. Okay. So check your pronunciation on one or two words like disease, parent, parent,
Okay. Parent.
disease. Yes, instead of
Disease.
parent becomes parent.
Parent.
Yeah,
Did I? What did I say? Parent.
yeah. A bit
It
of
should be
bit
parent.
stressed. Yeah, parent,
Okay. Yeah.
parents. Okay, and disease.
Disease.
Yeah. So just go. So English is a language you don't have to stress on too many words. Like in Hindi, we stress on a lot of. Sometimes if the E is small and big, sometimes we stress according to the word, right?
Yes, yes.
But in
Yeah.
English, we go a little more easy when we pronounce words. Okay, so just go a little more easy.
Disease. Okay.
Disease. Okay,
Disease.
so disease is actually a combination of this and ease. Ease means feeling good. Dis-ease means not feeling good.
Okay.
That means not at ease, dis-ease. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very well. So just these pronunciation of few things. Sometimes what you do, like because you speak well, okay, there are just these few things here and there. For example, I think today I would like you to concentrate a bit on your pronunciation. Open
Okay.
the dictionary randomly. Okay, just pronounce random words. You don't have to know the meaning. You don't have to know anything. Try and familiarize yourself. Oh, can you read a difficult word? Because in dictionary there are a lot of difficult words. How are you
Yeah.
reading it? What are the sounds? Just
Okay.
so you pick up on the sounds of the language. Each language has different sounds. Okay, the sounds
Yeah.
in Hindi are different. The sounds in English are different. Like I cannot produce some sounds in Hindi because simply because I'm not very familiar with few of it. Just like that, you have to be familiar with producing the sounds in English. So you open a dictionary randomly, just aloud in the mirror, pronounce few words. Okay. With regard to your sentence formation, I corrected a few of them on spot, and some you do correct yourself. So I know that you do know, but because of the speed, maybe sometimes you tend to miss out or eat up one or two words. Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's just those tiny things that you have to take care of. And any doubts that you have for me? Any area that you're facing a problem with? You need suggestions?
Okay. Okay. So as you asked me, I want to know. I use exactly and obviously a lot of time. I observe this whenever I like watch my recordings. I feel that I use these things a lot. So can you like suggest me or help me out to
Okay.
remove?
So one thing is, we all have a tendency of using certain words repeatedly. Like I'll be like, oh, I see. So we have that, okay, because those words help us to speak somehow. It's natural. Two, if you do want to omit the usage, try coming up with synonyms of
Alternative words, right?
alternative words and try using them. So you won't be repeating it, but it's not bad to use.
It's not
Okay.
bad, right?
No, it's not, because I myself use a lot of things. I'm like, oh, look here. Oh, listen. I'm like, oh, exactly. And I'm like, oh, perfect. Like I use perfect a lot. So it's just something we are familiar with, and it gives us an ease of conversation. But if you want to omit it, yes, you can definitely try using synonyms. So it'll reduce your usage or dependency to fill your sentences with that word.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or maybe try not to begin by saying these things. Like if I ask you something, hey, do you like chocolate? Oh, obviously I like it. No. Try saying, yes, I do love chocolate a lot. That's wonderful. Or try using something like wonderful. That's amazing. Try using those exclamations.
Yeah, obviously, I think looks or sounds.
It's a bit rude also in some context, like obviously, but it's even on your tone. Like, see, if I say, yeah, obviously, then you won't feel it's rude. But if I say, obviously, like that's not a question you ask me.